drink, yeah.
Yeah.
King boy love. Me a day, so yeah. This thing don't find it don't really mourn. Yeah, the way our people dying no sweet again. Oh na 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 na. We cause the hard people them they suffer. Oh na 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 na. But been cheap, but now we dear. Oh na 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 na. Music shine and sing, they no hit again. The people they sell no profit again. Yeah. Man and they watch film. We want for know if not the actor go die on the toughest go left. We still they watch film. See other county they act fast. We they act like wef. Man and they watch film. Kudos to Niger and Mali. Who done now they can free we still they watch film. We want for know if not the actor go die on the toughest go left. Man and they watch film. The people no able to talk because they don't see them right. Yeah. When they want for talk again, yeah, and then go take them life. Yeah. Politician they live good life. See them they chill with them wife. Yeah. Now them they drive good cars. Why the masses they cry? Then just they kill and they chill in a prison. They act or they watch. I swear you know they talk thing. But I no blame nobody. Now they director. Where they direct this film. We don't take the script and give it to the wrong person. Now we don't spoil the film. Hey, we tired with the crush. Prostitution all around. Man, they watch film. We want for know if not the actor go die. We want the toughest go left. We still they watch film. See other county they act fast. We they act like wef. Man, they watch film. Kudos to Niger and Mali. Who done now they can free we still they watch film. Oh na na na. Hey, yeah. Liberian free they county, but still Salon people they sleep. Hey. Guinean free they county, but still Salon people they know. I say the first thing we pay me, then kill democracy, then still back election, then stand back for kill. But I know nobody not the director. We direct this film. We don't take the script and give it to the wrong person. Now we don't spoil the film. Too much of bloggers, plenty don't die. Some of they talk this and talk that's plenty don't lie. Man and they watch film. We want for know if not the actor go die. We want the toughest go left. We still they watch film. See other county they act fast. We they act like wef. Man and they watch film. Kudos to Niger and Mali. Who done now they can free we still they watch film. Oh na na na. Hey, yeah. Prison break, no prison break. We see the fake more life than take. Police they fight civilian. Soldier man them just they kill civilian. This thing they pay me at once, so I send a special fuck to the soldiers. This thing they pay me at once, so I send a special fuck to the police. See the dark light no day, to talk to the people, make them sit down, let's pray. But I no blame nobody, not the director. We direct this film. Man and they watch film. We want for know if not the actor go die. We want the toughest go left. We still they watch film. See other county they act fast. We they act like wef. Man and they watch film. Kudos to Niger and Mali. Who done now they can free we still they watch film. I pledge my love to your loyalty. Man and they watch film. The land that we love is my country. We still they watch film. Hey, my lover. Man and they watch film. Biggie man, be a days. As I lose it, we still they watch film. Young easy is heck of time monster. Man and they watch film. I love you, my Binti Cisse.
Greetings, 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 comrades of the APC. Me and our comrade Owen Kasu, District PRO APC UK and Ireland. This is the Diaspora Online TV platform. And today, now Sunday, the 22nd, yeah, of June 2025. Right. I want to welcome on all. Fode Sori Mansore. Thank you for joining us. Please, let me share. We get a very important topic for discuss now today. and I want let the link be shared all over the forums them, so everybody go get the opportunity for joining and be part of this discussion. Today we get a topic and we get a guest we una all sabi now on social media. Una not meet himself in person, but everybody we I believe say they follow the forums then at the social media. Go don't meet them, go don't come across in audios and in write ups them. Definitely, because it make trend all over the social media. The person is no other but the master dream builder, Mr. Reginald Larry Cole. Now, in the join we today na this platform, we can talk to we about what he can always they say about the 100 billion we did inside in Duffle Bag, and also a lot of ideas them we go to make Sierra Leone get generational developments. We will no need for go to the IMF and World Bank for go bigger, like we continue and bigger. So right now, so but I want make una stay locked on, make Mr. Reggie Cole come for can talk to we. Before it come first for can talk to we, I want for share something with una quickly, make una see waiting still they continue for happen in Sierra Leone. I dey show now a video where um my producer for today, una Mr. Mo Bangura MMBB, will show you this video about Sierra Leone. The drugs business where they talk about say Sierra Leone become a hub for drugs, not to no mistake. They did arrest, they did intercept the transport of drugs them na Sierra Leone. So at any minute, Mr. MMBB Mo Bangura go play that video there for make we can see the drugs dealing and trafficking will it happen now we country Sierra Leone. Over to you.
Pakistani authorities have intercepted a massive shipment of the highly addictive drug tramadol, destined for Sierra Leone, highlighting concerns over international drug trafficking routes. The illicit cargo, disguised as a shipment of towers, was seized at a Karachi seaport, marking the second major tramadol seizure in Pakistan within a month. According to the Collectorate of Customs Enforcement Karachi, a staggering 5.6 million tramadol hydrochloride tablets were confiscated last Saturday. The estimated value of the seized drugs is approximately 2.8 billion Pakistani rupees, $9,991,079, originating from India. This incident follows a previous seizure last month, where Pakistani customs recovered 21.8 million tramadol tablets and 7,000 capsules, valued at 10 billion Pakistani rupees. These incidents confirm that Sierra Leone is a target for a well-organized international drug smuggling network. The smugglers attempted to export the tramadol to Freetown, Sierra Leone, falsely declaring the shipment as towers. The exporting company, Amor Trading, had filed the necessary documentation with the Exports Collectorate, Karachi, and the consignment was initially cleared through the Risk Management System's Green Channel, which typically bypasses thorough examination. However, acting on credible intelligence, customs authorities flagged the container at the Qasim International Container Terminal. A subsequent scan and physical examination revealed the hidden tramadol tablets, along with undeclared biscuits, concealed behind a facade of legitimate goods. The first information report, FIR, has been filed against Amor Trading and their clearing agent, Speedline Private Limited, for violating the Customs Act and the Import and Export Control Act 1950. The authorities alleged that the companies misused the Green Channel and provided false declarations to facilitate the smuggling operation. Tramadol, a controlled psychotropic drug in many countries, is widely abused in Africa and the Middle East, making Sierra Leone a point of transit, or final destination in this illegal trade. The customs authorities are now working to dismantle the entire smuggling network involved in this illicit trade. The investigation highlights the challenges faced in combating international drug trafficking and the need for enhanced security measures at ports to prevent such shipments from reaching Sierra Leone and other destinations. Follow for more updates on Sierra Leone news.
Well. As soon as I don't see Sierra Leone they that the international news now all the time, not for any other reason, but all the bad things that we can talk about Nancy Sierra Leone involving right now. So when I continue for share, like I tell you, this is going to be interesting. Yes, we start late, but they say it's better late than never. We there with Reginald Cole, the master dream builder, where they can talk to we about the 100 billion we did inside in Duffle Bag. We packed with a lot of sense. We eager for come put out to we. And we start by introducing Master Dream Builder, Mr. Reggie Cole. Please come live and say hi to comrades and compatriots. Over to you, sir. Welcome to the Diaspora Online TV.
Thank you, Wankasu. Hello, my Sierra Leonean friends and family. This is Reggie Cole, the master dream builder. I hope so now well today. I hope so now I do okay, Usai. I want to tell you something. I will never forgive in a positive way Iron Lady, the Queen of Spain, because they don't can give me homework. They don't make me restless about how wealthy we are as Sierra Leoneans and the hope for the future if we follow a simple pattern for success. Salon, if you're not a salon person, hold on to your passport, dust up. There is a better tomorrow. I promise you. So I want to share this show tonight, like reach more people right now so we can get a positive show and talk about use with negatives to build a positive Sierra Leone tomorrow. So over to you, Sir Awanka. So thank you for asking me on.
Thank you very much, Mr. Reggie Cole. And I want for make una continue for share. Mariana, let me just get the name correctly. One sec, yeah? One sec. And then I have with Reggie Cole. Make I just get the name correctly. We get people that we don't log in right now with it and view from various places. Them when I make let we know sound that they watch from. Marinata Amzo Kamara. Yes, thank you very much for joining us on Facebook all the way from Sierra Leone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I want to make you continue for share and I want to make you stay locked in. When I click that follow, so we all will forget the link. Whenever we come live, we're not going to forget the information. We're not going to forget the notification. Then we're not going to watch we live. So when I come live, when I tell you something a day, because we can discuss this very, very important topic. We're at the 100 billion we Sierra Leone go able for use packed with plenty sense inside it we Reggie Cole can tell you. But first of all, we get a base. The base we get now so today, now the one we get for do with the recent World Bank the report about Sierra Leone. The recent World Bank report on Sierra Leone. If we listen to that one day, if we touch based on them, we go know say it is very, very necessary and important that Reggie Cole who can talk to me about waiting a solution to this kind of devastating economic failure we don't get in our country. Mr. Reggie Cole,
Yes,
you don't come across these documents when at the World Bank documents within they talk about Sierra Leone's economy, the youth, problems with the work business, the one that we you don't go graduate from university, they don't get job for how many years. A lot of things that Dane Saluden writes about this country, Sierra Leone, we beloved Sierra Leone. What in are you take on the World Bank's report on this particular period?
it's devastating on the one hand. On the other hand, it's positive. And I say that with all the thinking of the suffering where they go on as alone. Because what in the World Bank tell me is two things. It tell me say the plan where me they propagate for Salone is the only plan to follow now. Then it tell me say waiting them and the IMF don't make Salone and much of Africa do. Now they report card, they tell us they made their own complaint. Say because we do structural adjustment programs, because we forced on for take that OAE loan in 1979, we make the murder Sambangura. Because of all of these things, now so we don't put on our country. So them put the report card. They say them even provoke we say when I rich in resources but poor in results. Then sit under the laugh. They say when I get vast natural wealth, a young population, but it not translate to prosperity for our nation. So we don't get the homework from which to start. Them also highlights chronic underperformance, missed opportunities. They're calling for urgent need for sweeping reforms. The problem with that last one day, are you going to do it? And like I say, I want somebody to be clear. I'm on an APC platform here. I am not pleased with what APC has done with Sierra Leone, nor am I pleased with what SLPP has done with Sierra Leone. But here's the thing. It's not the letters that matter. It's the players. Like what I give today in my talk, in my audio. You know, Manchester City was never a club to be reckoned with in the 90s. Chelsea, same thing. But when they had new management and they brought in new players, it don't matter what's the name, they still went on to win the Premier League, the Champions League, the FA Cup, because they're now bringing new players. What's within that salon? What's a new party where people don't go transfer go to? We need a new set of players, but it has to be dictated by the people of Salawe don't pay such a high price for our failures. Such a high price. I watched in dismay. I come back to this point, but I watched in dismay yesterday. Ebobo, we go thief 3 corn. 3 corn, Namakeni. In punishment, then chop off in able hands. Both of them, left and right, chopped off.
Wow.
Stealing 3 corns. Not 3 barrels, not 3 bags, just 3 corns. Oh, Ankasi, you're an educated man. Why would somebody go for go thief 3 corn? Which if you say that they need? Not to angry the money at somebody.
Wow.
So within a country where somebody, that body able for knocking at somebody in door, say, Lord, look at this, feed me. Because we're not get that generosity today of spirit anymore. Everybody is suspicious of everybody now. So we not get that. So that will go thief 3 corn. Within a country where the illegitimate president don't spend over 90 million on private jet flights, nobody not cutting on. And APC current executives and MPs, then sit down there, they watch this to go on. Nobody not cutting on. And we get one, but we go thief 3 corn. In a country where the IMF, their own reports say 60 to 70% unemployment. So if me not get a job and I want to survive another day, and I take your 3 corn, do I deserve that you chop me hand off? Well, we just hear about 67 million. We lost per money in deal for road where they not build. Several examples I can give you. This is just off the top of my head. We not go cut them people in their hand, but we cut somebody hand. We cut somebody where the only difference between them and you and me, Owankasu, now for cross Lunge Airport. So that person in your own future now is blighted because in able-bodied hand and non-taker. So the report goes on for talk about how from 2002, that means from when the war ended, our GDP per capita, that's not the value of each Sierra Leonean, don't rise just 2% annually. Ebo, 2%. So Rwanda, Uganda, Cote d'Ivoire, all these countries are ahead of us, and we have more minerals. Rwanda not get more minerals, if any. We have more minerals than them. So that stagnation from 2002 that happened through SLPP government under Tijan Kaba. Then 2 terms of APC government under Anas Baikoma. And then now 1.5 term under this SLPP government, this illegitimate SLPP government by this 22-year unemployed, council flat, living idler. We want control an 8 million uh, people economy. So it goes to say the natural advantage of the one we get, na Sierra Leone, and they bring hope while dissecting the truth that we get all this natural resource, but also we have a strategic location. You see the strategic location, Orankasu. Now, Lee Kuan Yew of Singapore, it was the only thing he had left. He don't get no minerals. He gets zero minerals. He had 3 nations. So when they talk about tribalism in a saloon, he not all tribes he get for deal with. He get for deal with nations. Then nation they get their own tribe. So the Indian nation, women in the country, they get their own tribe different. The Malay people, they get their own tribe. The Chinese people, they get their own tribe. He get for deal with them all. So one of the things we addressed first was would they get rid of this ism? The Bob Marley tell we about the isms and schism. Would they get rid of this ism? So while we all unite and speak one language in the office, I know I hear you say you not this, you not that, I hear you say you not Singaporean. But yet today, in Sierra Leone and in the diaspora, I have felt it and witnessed to it very, very recently that people might call themselves educated, but they're still tribalistic. And once they go lunge, then they deliver that in spades. And that is a problem that we can't see today. So going back to Singapore, the strategic location where Lee Kuan Yew use, now the shipping channel, now they build an economy across, imagine that, just in shipping channel, using 2 million people, he educates them very, very highly. And as Tony Blair said on the clip I don't play before on my audios, he bring in the best. He not saying that just Singaporean no more for can do this job. He bring in the best people of the world for do the job. Then he using strategic shipping lane and say, oh, right, these are the only gifts we God give you. Now we're going to put this to work. Anybody who want to pass here, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Sierra Leone is one of only 3 countries in the world. Hey, Salo people, knock your chest first, man. Knock your chest first, because I had to tell you so now too. It's one of only 3 people in the world we get a natural harbor. Sierra Leone. This country, with a third, it's actually we like the number 3, but not like for the right reason. With a third from the bottom in the world for an HDI index. But yet, God bless we, one of only 3 countries in the world with a natural harbor. We're also the third for certain deposits. I can't remember whether it's iron ore or bauxite in the world. Now we see also with parliament not get toilets with a flush. So, a gentleman will live in a Spur Loop send me a note today. 3 days now, and on day without light. Spur Loop.
So, Reggie Cole.
Yes, sir.
These documents where you they try for talk about so you say it come with 2 blessings. One now for tell we how the World Bank and the IMF they don't deal with we for the past since independence or whatever. Now this they left we with. Now they report this we then get about we.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, this don't tell you say and me say we need a sweeping reform. Okay? The sweeping reform, you they suggest say now the one way reflects the people of Sierra Leone because now the one that we don't suffer more than anybody else. World Bank say we are rich in resources, but poor in results. And you suggest say make we get new face them. We go calm, assume this. So we don't set this base. And we get now so people in Deeper Watch right now. We get Sorita Catherine, Deeper Watch. We get Ibrahim Conte, Success Conte. And we get quite a number of people who don't join in now. When I tell you who's on the watch from, and then we will acknowledge in a small. But this is very, very important. Now, we country not depend better at all. 64 years, we country not depend better. We are rich in resources. We are one of the 3 countries that are the world We get natural harbor. We now water key. We ship just come no more. It can slam, it offload. We no need for bill for we other country they spend billions for bill and harbor for themselves. We get them natural. And most of the other country, them like Mali, them country, them the way they inside. Now Sierra Leone, now they come get them goods them from because it's shorter from Freetown for go inside Mali than for go use the other side to the Myanmar. It's quite shorter because plane, I call them trucks that they come now, Wataki can collect them, goods them, travel through the Kamakure Road, then go across Guinea and straight into Mali. It's much shorter. Now that make that whole day between Makeni and Kamakure and it's ability for finisher, but the Ebola come and then that project they be stopped. So up till now, it was idea. But Reggie Cole, you talk about new phases and new ideas because the ideas that will be used before 64 years of the IMF style of structural adjustments programs them. They're not make Sierra Leone better with all the resources we get. Waiting at the new ideas the way we think say we go able for bring come at the plates for make we go able for make we get a proper change in Sierra Leone.
Okay, thank you. Kasu, the first thing we're going to do, you're not a man of God. I know that. So am I. I know they go church every Sunday, not profess that, but I know say God now make me. The first thing we're going to do, now for respect, wishing our God in plan for mankind. This is very important. It might seem like it's not important, but it's very important. And the first thing where God, the institution where God like, now family. The West today, they're in trouble because they make family disposable. Where you picking 16, 17, 18, they left home, in order for see you again, even if you're not so better picking, whatever, able for survive on the state. And that family, that chain they don't lock. Man and woman and you get small plabber, they don't dispose of each other. You see, in America now, you hold the note, the dollar, we say in God we trust. But in certain places, if you talk about God, then they arrest you. You see, God is not mocked. We have to go back to creation. So the first thing, and we have the perfect opportunity in Sierra Leone to rebuild a nation now. So the first thing is all our policies, Owankasu, must tie to keeping the family together. And I cannot tell you how many times I don't open the newspaper. Now, this country, where I see husband and wife, they complain, say, I never see my husband, I never see my wife. Because in the work 10 hours a day, in the work this, in the work that, that is not conducive to family building. And where there is no family, you get a state of permanent confusion, which is what we're experiencing in the UK and USA right now. They certainly know that. So the first thing is all your policies must be built on keeping family together. The next thing that you have to do, not only 3 key steps, we get plenty sub steps, but not 3 key steps. The next thing you have to do, now, you know the wait. Now you just start production and industrialization, even on a small scale. Kasu, when G4S security guard them wear uniform, where they wear the white shirts them, it no matter who that they sew that shirt they for. The other day they go pick me daughter, just get one new t-shirt where I just pull out of the bag, whatever. Now I see made in Bangladesh. We want for the see made in Sierra Leone for the little costly items then they. So if you get a deal with G4S where they buy the white shirts them from Sierra Leone, tailor them, it bring foreign exchange in, but how do you do that? You know, you do that in as Campbell Street, power little man in place. You have to build these industrial zones when the government, they rent them, or government company, the Temasek holding way, they rent them to people that want to be, they want to work, but they don't get the facilities for let them do their work. But if government say, okay, fine, you cannot, you shall be so, can't teach 10 people out for so, when I saw to this standard, then we're able for win contract overseas because they always go for the cheaper price. You know that. Where before win contract, you supply prisons, you supply this, you supply that. Now foreign exchange don't cancel at the country. And when foreign exchange the kind of the country due to your exports, you know the other impact they get? And they get impact on your own currency. Then the elephant in the room, which is undisputed. Today I play Joseph Stiglitz in snippet. Joseph Stiglitz, for the listener, now a Nobel Prize winner for economics, a winner in 2012, I believe, or thereabouts, 2002, one of those twos. Right. So this is a professor, is a multi-millionaire. Not of them poor professor, them. Not of them professor that will get a get PhD, not get nothing, passing with politics. No, this is a multi-millionaire. He don't look and say, we don't fail in the West for 45 years. But before we talk to Joseph, let's talk about one of my other acquaintances. You see, I had to quote people then because I'm not a Reggie calling thought. I'm trying to validate my thinking. So let me go to me man where I bring that now come on talking show, John Perkins, where say, listen to this, oh, Ankasu. He say they ask them for bring the strategies of the third world to the West in the 70s. Now look how they coincide with what John Stiglitz say. He said for 45 years, we don't try this experiment, and this experiment, this neoliberalism has failed. So why now do we want to continue something we will fail? Underpinning that is the word where most people get confused. As a matter of fact, I must credit you, Owen Kasu, because somebody telling me say that the last time I appear now in show, now you show, when you ask that question, you tell you Fatima Mide with me, the person say that day I understand the difference between privatization and private sector because you asked the question. He said because now in your mind, they say this guy is a socialist, this guy is a communist. What do you mean? You don't understand the privatization and private sector. So now we assume, say, this audience not understand privatization and private sector, and let's make it plain. My brothers and sisters of Sierra Leone, if you born a saloon today, the gold, the diamond, the bauxite, the iron ore, the fish in the sea, the beaches belong to you, not to the government of the day, and definitely not to foreign hands. This now your property, it's support now a gift where God give you. Like when God give you, they give you life, they pack some gift the day, 44 resources. He say go. But what we don't do, like how we do during slavery, is we don't take their resources then day and sell them to people who will give you small thing for them to get drunk on, maybe in a house in the UK or a house in the USA, maybe we'll put to picking in a private school. We sell on a birthright. You know this word birthright? That's what it is. You were born, God can give you equipped 44 mineral resources. But we don't take out, we don't put in our private hands. And international private hands for that matter. So the other day, I see somebody show a video clip where the train they go. Now, so the train they go, brrr, brrr. Now I say, people in the city, one man, they're like, hey, look the train they go, look the train. Now I say, this man are in wealth they go so. If now dollar bills them in the take so go, it go steam before that train day. But you don't say that dirty day in the dollar bills. You don't know.
That's a good analogy. That's a very good analogy.
That's the money going.
If na dollar then pack so in you know what? Anyway, Reggie Cole.
Yes, sir.
Now, as we speak,
yes,
we country day in a dire need for how you call them for a bailout. And as we talk right now, we get people them where they all over the countries, the diaspora, you know, they try for lead Sierra Leone. You don't come to that time in position then, or then give you certain position for lead. Be the springboards then, but for be the one that we elect people then into power. Now, the idea of bringing a new system, a new idea, a new thinking into Sierra Leone. You are not saying you're not a politician and you're not looking for the top seat of the country as we speak right now. But how do you see yourself in the next dispensation? How do you want to see yourself? What you role where you want for play? Because what you dip and talk so right now, a lot of people resonate with that. A lot of people then they see the sense. You just make a very, very clear analogy now. So trust me, if not dollars, I mean the incident train then they Sierra Leone and then go team up in gang, then go team up na that line there, then say that money they need to go no side. But indeed, they don't see them as money it's because they see no more just black dirty. They go in hundreds
Yes.
of coaches them,
Yes.
you know, and they talk no more, but they sink inside the mind.
Yes.
Then they talk
Yeah.
and say, oh, now we resources that they go to, but they sink inside the mind. Now
Yeah.
you don't make them very, very clear that indeed this now we birthright as Sierra Leoneans.
100%.
Yes. So we have to do something about this. And you don't start the crusade, if I can call it that way there. It's going down well in the minds of many Sierra Leoneans, but people expect you to do more because the next government we go can take power. Reggie Cole has to play a part in helping Sierra Leone to go out of them kind of economic problems they are so with the so. So how you see your part in this play?
Okay, me now two speed I get. I got the same speed for everything. Uh, in love, in whatever. I'm either in or I'm out. In business, same thing, same thing, same thing. If somebody will employ this method, here's my guarantee to them. So my guarantee to them is quite simple. If you do what I suggest and you give me the free reign to do it, to implement this plan, like which you can go buy something that na computer shop and say this now just plug and play. That means you just a connector no more. Boom, you're not gonna do nothing. You're not gonna put setting. If somebody wants this plug and play plan, here's my assurance to them. Here's my own personal guarantee that if we execute this plan, they will go there in that power for a minimum of 20 years. Not so the same person, no. That party they go there in that power for a minimum of 20 years. You say what you mean? The success of what you go do, the first 5 years will be painful. The first 5 years, now the pregnancy period, where will they clean up the mess of 64 years? There's going to be lots of challenges there. Right now, what they talk about is sweet. Now we call dream, struggle, victory. So the struggle at the first 5 years. Towards the end of the first 5 years, you don't see permanent electricity. You don't see pipe-borne water. You don't see people that don't begin go to work. You don't see a shower business don't stop. You don't see kush don't disappear. You don't see drug selling don't disappear. You see people that they go to work, they be respectful. University graduates or graduate from FBC and they go straight inside job. Ah, my man, what are they going to the polls the next time? Any party, I don't care if you come out in a space. They're not getting no chance. So that other person didn't elect them. Now, in the second cycle, based on our delivery of these first 5 years, when they begin training now, the person will go be for the person for stand after these 5 years. We will continue doing our work. There's nothing better than physical evidence. I tell my guys all the time. Then things say they're not good salespeople. I said, listen, use your tools. Show the client what you to talk about. Not make it imagine. 97% of people only rely on sight. This is a Harvard review, not to me say. Now, Harvard and study said 97% of people not have any faith of note. Now, see the one see. Seeing is believing. So 97% of people are doubting Thomases. So the only way you get them to convert them to your side, where you show the results. So you have to hit the ground from day one, which is what? This business plan where me get a duffel bag. It's been tried, tested, and discussed at the highest level. Through Michelle, I don't able to get access to Robert F. Smith, the institute. I don't get access to what's his name? Milkin. I don't get access to Milkin. I don't share that on this plan. They say if you execute this plan, if you take your natural resources again, you build this CEO-based program where 16 districts are run by CEOs for let the government, let the paramount chief that one within our one, let the residence minister and do then govern. But if they say we're giving at the economy and you do this, they say, I'm telling you, this would work. You will deliver in excess of the 100 billion over 10 years. But 100 billion is just a fine figure where people then will believe. You know, even intellectuals are struggling to believe in that figure. So if you don't do that, let me tell you, say, just like when the Queen died, now the United Kingdom, you there so. You know how the British people felt about the Queen. Right now, they don't feel that way there about King Charles. You know that, don't you? How do they feel about the Queen? They love the Queen. I mean, people then queue up 3 days in line for the Queen. David Beckham, for Christ's sake, queue up for the Queen. So what I'm trying to say is, if you deliver with the people at heart, and you deliver this plan, you're not going to worry about no opposition. You're going to win election after election because the people are going to say, now you don't can show we how and what the value of Sierra Leone is.
Right. Okay, Reggie Cole. We get Prezo J Song, they watch you from Bristol. We get Lamin Denke. We get Demetra Yates, also they watch you, Mr. Mo Bangura. We get Mr. Robert Kago. We will come to them very, very soon. Earlier on, you discussed about the neoliberalism, and me they add today the neoconservatives. Okay, how we discuss that part today? Because
Okay.
these are people, the neoconservatives or the neoliberalism or whatever, the neoliberals. These are people when na thinkers them, na think tanks, where they sit down. They no one for be leaders. Oh, they no one for be leaders. Then they sit down. No, now then the government they consult when how they want for let government operate, for let them succeed, make the economy grow, make people and get better life, how they for do with the natural resources and all of that. These are the people that run the United States. You get them then at the United States, the neo-conservatives. Then at the United States, they don't want to be Barack Obama, they don't want to be Donald Trump, they don't want to be nobody. Then just one for day outside and then at the offices them, then they tell government say in the next 20, 30, 40 years, now so and so and so and so America go for be. And now so and so America go for do for let them able to achieve what they go for achieve in the next 20, 30, 40 years. So Reggie Cole, do you see yourself in that group of people for Sierra Leone? A think tank, a think tank for Sierra Leone for able for be like a head of an institution where they go do research about Sierra Leone, about the economy, how Sierra Leone for succeed and everything, and then advise governments, successive governments them how Sierra Leone for operate. You're not going to be a party person like for say I didn't this party, I didn't a party or whatever, but a Sierra Leonean, a patriotic Sierra Leonean, where government entrust with the how we call them entrust with the powers for go research about Sierra Leone and formulate um, policies on how we for run the affairs of the country and the businesses then at the country and all of that. I just to give an idea. I don't know if that makes sense to you and how you see yourself in that play.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It makes sense. But let me tell you something about the neocon and neoliberalism. They're both they're both one and the same in one way or another. The neocons preach, for example, about private contracts in the military. We get an ISO as well. Hey, listen, I used to sell Range Rovers to them. And I know where some of them live over there in College Street by Westminster. I know these people. They're all, let I tell you, they're all operating. They all get one boss now. That boss then are the World Economic Forum leaders. They not care about any society. Now you make America they also they so. Now you make Britain for every pound earned. For every pound, my people are where they salon, where they disheartened. For every 1 pound where Britain earned, and they pay that 1 pound they back in debt. They not care. They just care about their special interest groups. Me, I'm outside of that group. I'm outside of the group where say I care for the Sierra Leonean people, but also I hate injustice. If you look at my businesses, the way we don't build, including this consultancy now, it's all about dealing with it. Anytime I see injustice, okay, if I can make money there, they make money there. But I first start off with a slate. This not supposed to be happening. So the people of Sierra Leone are not supposed to live the life where they live. So neoliberalism, no, cast them aside. Let me deal with the people of Sierra Leone and let me deal with the economy of Sierra Leone to benefit the Sierra Leonean people. That's the only interest I have. I know I no label. I don't need a title. In fact, I hate the word now, director. Yeah, it's not necessary. My name is Reggie Larry Cole. Call me that. Not calling me sir, not calling me this. I don't need no accolades. Give me the task, say, right, you don't talk about this $100 billion. Here you go. Here is office. Here is desk. Go. And give me the freedom to deliver to people.
All right. Now, a lot of people don't listen to you audios them.
Yes.
The master dream builder. You don't talk about a duffel bag. You don't talk about 100 billion.
Yes.
A lot of people they doubt this 100 billion. Who's Reggie could get for pull this 100 billion? You understand? And I know so you don't begin to talk about them already. How you they come up with this? Okay, you they talk about small industries. Them you they talk about people that want to Sierra Leone and they want to tailor them for able. We got good tailors in the country. You know, all we need are the basics: the electricity, the water we they run. We can build industries. The land in the country, we go build industries, put the machines then they. We get talented tailors, the young people that will able to do something. We're going to India, China, Pakistan, and country. Then I know they see. We go to one old city, we have social industry then they. We meet women them, thousands of women and inside one pala. Then they do the same thing. Then they show industrial scale, things them, materials them, things the way people in the world around the world. Where would they come by that they high street them, they are things them. If then they do on Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, and all them places, then they, you know, we think say we get better tailor them than Sierra Leone past the one in there.
You remember Mabanta Road? Remember Mabanta Road na Makeni?
Yeah.
Okay. Where you pass, I don't know, you come out like Banana Street, you walk a car up, like and go St. Francis. Wait in the morning, then they beat that gara.
Yes, in the Naka.
Yes, remember that gara? You smell the dye as you do waka.
Yeah.
My friend, superstar in the way then gara then in this country, then they buy another high roads, but not what we own. This is the thing. The people are so busy, both APC and SLPP politicians are so busy stealing money that they can't see the obvious. The other day, I take a picture where I put now you go black in the park. I was in Staines, and there it was a gara. Then I one shop where they don't make ready-made kind of dress for the summer, but it's made in Vietnam.
Wow.
Yes, I took the picture. I put on there. So listen. I get one place where they buy something called biltong. Biltong is a South African dried meat. So sometimes I can drive go near me. Also, I'm in there Kingswood. I go there to go get the biltong, or I'm gonna walking. I'm gonna go get the biltong. Do you know this little shop where they buy the BP on the 8217? Sorry, Asu. Now they supply Harrods. The other day I went and checked their account. That's what me do. Me and the left in and something. I went and checked their account. They're turning over £1 million a year selling the equivalent of Kankanka.
Wow.
So there's little things then they way they make the economy work. It's not just the big diamonds and the big gold. We have the rose apple, and that plum. We get that plum. That plum we get that seed in the middle. If you bring that in then country also, but you have to have a system. You have to have a repetition for quality delivery so that then it could be a new product into their country where they go lack for buy all damn day. They grow. But this is why you not leave this to government. This is why for the person where they listen to me for the first time, here's the model. The government, Sidoyasu, with the president and the finance minister and this and that. They say, okay, fine. Now we can create several companies for different things. All these companies, the shareholding, they with the Ministry of Finance, 100%. Who that own the Ministry of Finance? The people of Sierra Leone. Now the people of Sierra Leone are not the government. Right? Now they own this tier. Now they get the share certificate, boom. Then you create sector by sector. Right? Bauxite, like a company, make a Sierra Leone Bauxite Corporation, whatever it is, Sierra Leone Iron Ore Corporation, whatever it is. And then you get CEOs where they manage that day. But then you get extra CEOs where they manage per district. Where they say, well, now Tonkolit will get iron ore, we also get some droppings of bauxite, we also get fertile land. Okay, you CEO, your job, not to mean a president or mean a ministry of finance for coordinating. Your job now for coordinating and to the value of the nation. As you begin develop the three key instruments of accounting, when are you cash flow, you cash flow forecast, you profit and loss, and you balance it. As you begin develop there and then 60% of the profit stays in that district. That 60%, and they build the things that the district need, like hospitals, like free schools, like this and that, roads, and more facilities, more jobs it creates. Then the 40% they go to the central government. So if the government gets 16 times 40%, that's a lot of money for the government to do all kinds of things where you want to do. Start an airline that you own, not to this one way, now Nigerian owner. Start something. Awankasu, Salona is store to me. Now a store where get things the way the world wants. You get the bad and the weight. You just need let the true owner can take control of in business and put on to work. But we somehow, we are the only country you are see where every foreigner pass we, Lebanese pass we, Indian man pass we, Nigerian man pass we, Ghanaian man pass we, Israeli man pass we. Everything I would back up the queue in consideration for Sierra Leone.
Okay, right. We get Aisatu Kaiko, the watch we. Thank you and welcome. We get Robert Kago, we write something now. So earlier on, for Una will not be don't join it, Reggie Cole highlight something now. So he say one bobo, a young man, Namakeni, a go thief corn. That corn, 3 corn I go thief. Then catch him, the thief, then 3 corn here so, then chop in 2 arms them. Then pull them come out. In 2 arms, then chop them come out, then pull them off. That video they me not see yet, but Reggie Cole don't come across and he don't talk about Anaya so saying McKinney this thing happen. Well, for me, just listening to it, I don't even want to watch the video again. I just want to let somebody else confirm say yes, they don't see him. This thing happened, and indeed na Sierra Leone this thing happened. It's terrible for listening, but it puts into context now. So, the country is so add up that the babo, I believe say now eat you and go eat that conde. You not just go thief and for go deprive the person. He angry probably. He go thief the corn for eat him. Then the longer pull in 2 arms them, wait for able for use for help himself tomorrow. That's terrible for Yeri. Now Robert Kagbo don't tell me now. So he say Reggie Cole, he say, know if you are aware, say the Black Johnson. That Black Johnson way them Yeri say Madab you want for sell Black Johnson. Now some parts na Salon, na the western parts, I think na the peninsula, where they from the beach coming up. Then they call it Black Johnson. Very fine beach area. Where the Yeri say Madab we don't sell some time ago. Now Robert Kagbo say they rip and demolish all the houses around that vicinity they now without compensation. And you did talk now so for say now we back rights. Sierra Leone, now we back right. This government depend on as we speak. Which now you take on that side there?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Kagbo. So part of the $100 billion GDP plan talks about digitalizing the economy of Sierra Leone. And one of the areas where you or Ankasu go don't get argument or no area of argument that your family now land. This is how they tell you that people are not care about we. They don't care about Sierra Leone. So this now a situation where you create Ankasu where you buy house in this country, who say you don't can get police can knock now you don't say come on your house. You don't buy and don't sign out on the land registry. We create a land banking system. We're going to do a couple of 2-3 things actually. Number 1, it guarantees the purchase of land. Guarantees the purchase of land. Number 2, in real time, not at some point in the future. In real time, the government earn revenue because it facilitates the buying, it facilitates the selling, it collects in fee at the middle, and it collects in taxes. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Able for collecting taxes, collecting fee, right up. But also, what can come with that is a confidence say, if not the government operates this sale, there is irrefutable. Nobody know they come and can't argue, say, now me get this land, or now me grandpa me never. Once government I don't sell it, they don't put a stamp of approval, then guarantee they don't earn their fees, they don't earn the tax. It's done, sealed, and delivered. When you do that, oh, and Castle, you they bring confidence in people coming home, people from the diaspora building their homes. And when they build their home, they go come home. Most people in the diaspora want to go home right now. But they don't go rent to somebody. And they don't get chance for bill because they're out here working. They don't get family where they trust. So all these things, the whole Salon back. But what we have, Salon, the fundamentals of the economy of Sierra Leone is totally broken. It's non-functional. It's non-functional. Now, one economy we get, stealing from the people. That's it. The economy is not working. We need for, you might look at that, as I said to you, on the asset column, you might look at that and say, on the balance sheet, you might say, a liability this. I see it as an opportunity because we have nowhere to go but top. We are third from bottom in the world. We are the only country where they in the last 10 of the world we get all these resources. Ceylon is the only country.
So, Reggie Cole,
Yes, sir.
today we governments, successive governments in Sierra Leone, don't they operate with the international community, quote unquote, i.e., the IMF, World Bank, DFID, and whatever you want to call them. And it looked like, say, the new dispensation, the new circle of leaders that we got for come take over Sierra Leone, by default or by any means, will continue for all them people here so in business, for work with them with business. Because them people also don't sort of hold Africa to ransom, whether by force or by soft politics or whatever way they connect themselves, they don't entrench themselves in a way where we cannot do without dealing with them. How you go able for work without using the IMF, the World Bank, and all that, that's Sierra Leone, without getting the risk of being killed or being toppled halfway down your presidency or whatever, whichever government can take power.
Very good question. So now this we get for sensitize the people them or Ankasu. Because the answer to that question, the way for make illustrative so the average person can understand, is Chawe not get business with the IMF and World Bank. Right? I made that very clear from day one. So how did the people of Burkina Faso react? How? Then they sleep na roundabout for protect Traore in life. On roundabouts on the way to the palace. All the roundabouts already lead to the palace. Then they sleep na roundabout and they put them bare body there. And nobody know they are going to crush them for go kill Traore. Why are they doing that? You see, how do you break a problem down? You use the Swiss cheese technique, or how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So how do we get this thing? When the Sierra Leonean people and Sisi, the policies where Reggie bring come in is for them. When you don't win their hearts through how you explain the vision for their own betterment, is for them. They will be the protectors. They will be the one we go here say Yamba na da army na you want go kill the pa or na you want go kill Reggie Cole. No, we're not going to let that happen because Reggie Cole in plan where they deliver, it work for me and my family. So we can't expect the people to be loyal to us at this stage. When 64 years don't go down the drain, in abject poverty. Oh, Kasu, one of the things I want to factor in is the loss of family life where you come on Sanda Tendaren. You then are England now. Sanda now they get your benefits. The English government is getting your benefit. Now so you they put your sweater your money. You know, relationships are being broken. I don't care how rich you are, Alpha Can. If you begin and they overseas, they're not there for you. You don't have children. You're just a sperm donor for the world. They just exist somewhere. If we quantify this, Sierra Leoneans will start misbehaving the way they don't misbehave for 64 years. Because there's nothing to it. Let's just look at Pasheki Inyin. Almost of them picking and they don't go back for Gunasalu. Literally nobody.
Yeah.
So what was the stealing about, folk? What even the thief for when you not build a home so you begin and go come back home? So you go build a family life. What are you actually working for? I mean, yesterday when we go pick my daughter, yesterday, you know, part of the joy when my daughter they sleep so as they drive is I feel fulfilled. Say, look, me picking. That picking I go pull in hospital 2006. Now you done first year university, so blah blah blah. You're not getting that. Money does not buy that. I don't care how much money you get or not get.
Okay. Right.
So, yeah.
Somebody just confirmed now. So Dimitri Yates
Yes.
just confirmed that say they don't see that video day. So we can take your word for it that indeed it happened in Sierra Leone in
McKinney.
2025.
McKinney.
McKinney 2025. Young man go thief corn, then chop in two arms them. Not one, not finger. They not go take an time, put on a jail for some time, but then put them, then chop in two fingers them inside Sierra
Two
Leone.
hands. Two hands.
In two arms them. Can you imagine? That happened. So
That's happened. But you know it's worse as well, Kasu? According to I don't know, but that body come on either bow or corner, but I think it's not corner. And if not corner, Lord just think how foolish Shalom be. That bobo come outside diamond come out. You go thief na makini 3 corn for survival, then in chopping hands. This is the country, Kasu. We need to be brainwashed positively again.
Yeah. Now, Reggie Cole, the master dream builder.
Yes, sir.
Every day you come up with audios, bring ideas, you hammer the social media with your ideas. People in the call you and they tell you, say, I align with you, I deal with you, I don't understand you, you don't put sense in my head, you don't make I don't feel, say yes, there's hope for Sierra Leone. How many of them people then you go want for like work with? You want no more like be Reggie Cole, or you want for work with other people then for make who wanna share the same ideology, the same ideas. You have yours, then self get your own, then the back then your own, but una get common ideas about Sierra Leone, common love for Sierra Leone and patriotism that the people of Sierra Leone na them for benefits from all the resources within the country, not to government property. Government just they can manage them for we on our behalf, but now we get them. Now we for be the beneficiaries, now we for be the most beneficiaries them of them resources today. How many of you go want for work with people then? We will share the same ideas, similar ideas?
If you know me at all, I done in business for a long, long time now. I always work with people. You cannot do it alone. And one of my first appearances now this scene, Sierra Leone politics, is I talk about a pack of wolves. I don't see that pack there too. I want to see a pack of wolves who say, you know, we almost want to be a Mandela without being a Mandela. There's a point I'm trying to make. We don't need to go to jail for 27 years to prove our love for country. That would not be good on our families. But one be a Mandela, we say, at the kind say I can't do my job, when me time done at the commot. I don't care if una want me, una don't want me, una want me, una want me. At the left, I do one time for prove my point, I'm done. I want those pack of who we say, money not the fool me eye. There is no electric car from China where they can give me. We'll go make a sell to you, my forky. There is no home in Mayfair where they can give me. We'll go make a sell to you the bauxite. No, we're not doing that anymore. That game has not worked for our people. We know Anton Salon. Look the other day. Look the other day. One woman in Bera. The coffin. The people that go thief iron rod. They not even go thief the coffin this time. Now iron rod and go break. And this is the country we're talking about. So we want people away where they don't say, listen, I've seen enough. I don't need you money. I get the satisfaction by delivering. By seeing this project, and I make a call until the project Sierra Leone, by seeing this project come to fruition, that will give me more benefits that I take to my grave than any financial gain because I've seen it all.
Reggie Cole.
Yes, sir.
You remember the time we be young, we be Sierra Leone. We usually say with man the one can build bridge Alunge to Freetown. Papa Sheki say you know they do am. And with man and say Sierra Leone not for pay them the money for build the bridge. Whichever they meets under the water, that then get am. So then say Papa Sheki say no, you know they do am. That means say we all not be no say something inside our water dey. But now that story they make we know say we get natural resources them inside the water. But because we're not able to extract it, with man don't see them, the one can pull on our hand, but the one just give you a bridge to go across. So we go to collect on the bridge, then they can do the mining under the bridge and whatever. They refused. You get that story there some time ago, not so?
Yes, we don't hear that story there. I don't know how true it is, but we all know that story there in that school, yes.
Yes. And me don't come across a video where somebody will travel on nets, they meet a pool of fuel. They float come out from the floor, from the ground. They begin bail and they turn inside the Okada. They turn inside Pande. That video they on my phone somehow. The body talk, they explain. They say this not fuel so. They say we just scan them out, they see them, they come out under the ground. They ooze out of the ground. They can't water the bus. That's so the fuel will they come out. And never when they take and they turn up and bowl them. They turn up and bowl them. It was night. But the post with the video, they explain waiting if it happen right there. So you didn't know say Sierra Leone is packed with natural resources. We get oil at Sierra Leone. And all NTR, we just need a good manager, a good leader for able to manage. Well, this devastating report we don't get now from Mr. Cargo Robots, who they tell we say Black Johnson finally they demolish houses then a Black Johnson. People they move them come out. Chinese company don't can take over Black Johnson. The people of Sierra Leone don't know about this. Parliaments, whether they discuss that or not, can't understand. See some MPs they complain about that some a couple of years ago. Now we don't hear everybody's Black Johnson. Now they demolish. So them business they are so they can take over Sierra Leone. If we come tomorrow, so okay, we don't assume governance now. We go able for pull them come on say not to you guys again.
Yes.
We able pull them there?
Yes. Because every contract is subject to be broken. No contract is permanent.
With waiting happen when you get the African minerals, you get the Shandong, them stuff that they do in the former president Dr. Kroma in leadership. When SLPP come, then cancel all them projects, then all them contracts that they wouldn't get to the company. It costs Sierra Leone a lot of money. Then sue the government, and that money they will pay them. And we not go stop, we not go down for pay now. The next government can continue to pay that money there for years. I don't know how much the money don't go the turn of the amount. So we ready for go through that?
Absolutely. Let me explain to you. So Jural Holdings, for example, in 2021 paid $10 million as a license to mine. Their activities in 2022 alone gave them 6.79 billion of that OT. Yeah. larger than our recorded GDP. Why is it larger than our GDP? Somebody might ask. Because GDP only records finished goods or services. Then product, then they're gonna that in they're not finished. They're going to be finished. Then just take and come out. But the account came to 6.79 billion
For 1 year.
for 1 year work, because that was a 2023 accounts.
Wow.
So that's just one company. So imagine if Naomi own 100% of that. Because let me qualify to the listener and the viewer. What in GR Holdings bring where Salon no get? I tell you what, I'll ask the question the other way. What in Salon get where GR Holdings not get? GR Holdings not get
Resources.
the resource at the ground. So what in them bring we get? Then get the human capital where can be hired. Then get the machinery where can be bought. So who side them pull the money? Not so them back pockets them pull the money. Then go to a bunch of investor rooms and say, look, we get access to this mine. We need this machinery. We need this management. Can you give us the loan to go and do this? They say, yes, blessed assurance. If you don't get it, we get her. Put me in a room, now bring billions come for all the resources. We go buy the human capital. We buy the equipment. We don't need nobody. This thinking is colonial mentality. Where, by the way, they're still teaching in universities, even at the Oxford and Cambridge, that this is the way to go. This ain't the way to go because it only benefits one people, and that's the foreigners.
So,
and it's proven.
So, Reggie Cole.
Yes, sir.
That brings me to the last point we can discuss now.
Yes.
The master dream builder don't become a household name on social media. And the ideas then they resonate with a lot of people then they listen to you. And if na idea with people that they buy into, I think say nothing will worth for let it go into the classrooms of Sierra Leoneans, students them. We want for learn. For 64 years since independence, we have our economic theory with the Western countries and give we. Now that theory they we sabi.
Yes.
And that theory we don't follow all these years.
Yes.
And we not see better.
Yes, you're not gonna see better either on that one.
So we think say if the master dream builder in ideas resonates with real-time economic development for Sierra Leone, for turn the economy around, we therefore begin educate we young people them. Now seminar rooms, even if not the curricula, the schools them, but seminar rooms, now there's small workshop and seminars. That's this idea of the master dream builder look like for say it will work, but I go work, we go for bring the young people them within our university, we tell they go up, let them begin have that concept of we natural resources, how they do business, how they operate and stuff like that. So is it something you're thinking of doing? Is it something that's because I asked you at one time, you say you're determined. You're determined. It's either you're in or you're out. Now that you don't tell me say you're in, you're not coming out, you're ready for face all the storms them against you for making you able for land your message home. And what's in the ideas? What's in the plans? Would I like to bring him on board for him for help for let this message go?
Well, we're now 6 months in since I started this almost. So I learned something where I'll share again this week. So I'll just go through it. In 1994, I'm in Hershey, Pennsylvania, where Dr. Dennis Waitley, with the 10 astronauts that was talking. And he made this quote that I've never forgot. It impacted me on that the which I remember, and so verbatim. He said, there are 300 million Chinese. that now speak perfect English. This is 1994. And he said, because of the information superhighway, we know the internet, they call it that thing. They now know they're poor. They want to come to the banqueting table. They want to eat. What's not my point? You see all this social media where you they do, where me they do, where Leone they do, People's Power they do, Cashbox they do, Mom they do, all these other people. Let me tell you, the subconscious is more powerful than the conscious mind. This daily bombardment of positive news, they hit the beginning where they work like saying they don't know it's in the gun at this was it hits their subconscious. So for me, I want to give you at least a year to see what effect that is having on people. For that, they realize, say, the person that they call brother, the person that they call sister, where they put in a power, where they kill for, are responsible for the desperate, abject poverty that they live in today. Once we get to that stage where we don't begin to get the mind for think straight, we're ready for the next level to be in classrooms, remote classrooms, and so on and so forth. We need to capture the mind of the people then. So this your poverty is only being done by the same person who they clap a and with them thief. Then they send them picking and go overseas. The thing is absurd. Why do you send your kids overseas? You send your kids overseas because there's a good education system, there's a good health system, there's security. Your kids can say whatever they want to say about the king, nobody know the king, whatever. But you don't want that in the country where give you the money for do that. Something is not right with us. Something is not right. You build your mansion, you get mudslide because we don't cut all the trees. When you know, say you cannot defy nature. Nature needs those trees to hold the soil so that when the rain comes, the boulders will stay in place. But we're not going to cut them because there's no law and order. Then we complain when nature can destroy, when nature fights back. All these things, 7 major rivers and the Atlantic Ocean, and we'll not get pipe-borne water. Boom boom, and my papa take me there when I was 5 years old. It's still going, and it's still not supplied. This is just wrong. That's why I say, if you want to look at the legacy of Sierra Leone, you just have to look at Kabasa Lodge and see what the end is like. You just have to look at Jamil Said's house and see what the end is like. You look at Tijan Kabayan house. This is no way to build a legacy. This is not how life works. Okay, maybe you might get away with it whilst you're alive, but once you're dead, the one that you want left legacy for is non-existent. It's just not there. Because God will fight a man in battle where you take advantage over. Can we not get tail? Now God did get been fly. God go get the flies. So tell we there alive and get back batty, no problem. But when you don't go, now disaster in the left behind. Now, I talk to the APC and SLPP politicians. Is this the life you want for your children? Because we've seen this movie before. You know, I'll finish on this one before I let you come in, sir. I'm sat down one Saturday. Now Lucas Land Rover Battersea. It's 5 minutes to 6. Me picking them young at that time. The nanny that pick them on Friday from their mama from school, in the school uniform, bringing them kind of host to me straight, so that when I get home, we get washed. No, it was Saturday. So now after the games, okay, Saturday after the games, it was Saturday. It was 5 minutes to 6. Now this big fat guy walk in. All the white man and uncle, me, I'm the only black man they sell the Lucas Land Rover is the most successful Land Rover dealership in the UK. So it come with a talk, me get for stay. The 10 don't go to 7:30. I finally sell this guy Range Rover, make 110,000 pounds worth of Range Rover. So what on done? I say, but where are you from? Now I say Sierra Leone. Now he say he only heard. He say, you know what I don't understand? This is one of the members of the royal family in Qatar. He said, we've got some Sierra Leoneans working on some of our projects in Qatar. He said, you guys, you got 44 minerals, or you're not calling the number again. You got several minerals. Why are you poor? We only have one mineral. That's the oil. And yet there is no poor Qatari. He said there's no poor. He said different levels of wealth. Don't get me wrong. Not also equal society. He said, but there is no poor Qatari. Which I decided for say to the Sierra Leonean politicians, if you follow this $100 billion GDP plan, you will be rich and nobody in the Kego Commission of Inquiry because it's inbuilt for letting you become successful. I understand human nature. It takes into advantage what I talk about. But you know what? Anybody that's willing to work in Sierra Leone won't be going to bed tonight hungry and worrying tomorrow I either get to school or I am picking and will get lunch for school. It will not be. God give we paradise that we, with our own hands, have turned into hell.
Okay, Reggie Cole.
Yes.
Mag, you the last few words for talk to we about the dream builder in Duffle Bag. Um, we get problems with corruption. We get problem with people them we call themselves politicians. We don't know how for run the affairs of governance. We get people them we they sabi about the economy, but they're not politicians. So people and they we want to run the economy of Sierra Leone, but then think say the only way they're going to run and let them become politicians, we don't get no ideas. Inside the duffel bag, the 100 billion we talk about, you don't explain that so many times. Some of we understand, some of we not understand till now. And what you make I emphasize on education, how for educate, and you really mention something where you like, where you talk with the hammer home continuously, and they then at the subconscious mind. We are then at my studio, in picking the pass up and down. They don't care which thing that they depend do. But in many years, when they don't go, that in subconscious mind, they come right now this front. But see me, that be the sit down, they talk about Sierra Leone, they talk about the economy, they talk about the politics, they talk about the corruption, they talk about this and that. And they bring the memories back. You say you were 5 years when they take you na Bumbuna. You remember what you see. If you go there today, so what you see, sometimes you go see on the back.
Yes.
Much not improve.
Yes.
So I want to give you the last few words before I do that. Make a welcome Sin at this platform.
Just so you know, Mo was asking you if you played another video. I think that the Cortan video in Moale you play.
Oh, if Mo gets that video there.
Looking in the private chat. I don't know if you
Yes.
did that video.
Well, it say if you don't play the video, I'm not sure. If you want for no idea before retrieve and so you go play and I'll let everybody see them. But obviously, I don't know if Mo get them. If Mo get them, let us know.
Oh, he say not find them. He say not find them. Okay.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
Fatima say don't join we. Dear Fatima.
Okay. Fatima say thank you very much for joining us. We just need towards the end of this discussion now. So right now, it has been very, very educative from Master Reggie Cole, the Master Dream Builder. We don't enjoy the conversation so much. We don't learn a lot, and we will continue for learn more. We get Prezo J song. Fatima say yes, I don't see you. I don't see Sin. Robert Cargo. Thank you for your contributions, them. Demetria Yates. Aisatu Kaikor. And we get Mo. We get Lamin Denke. You know, we get Marinata, Amzo Kamara, and the rest of the other members them we don't join me earlier. So now we the Kangi Regicole, the final word, may tell we about the Master Dream Builder in Dream and what's inside the duffel bag and putting into context the corruption within the country, the politician that we feel say politics they make them able for make the economy we don't have nothing about economics and everything. So over to you, Mr. Reggie Cole. Talk to
Okay,
me.
thank you. All right. So in 1992, and guys, if you find me, say this guy get knowledge or whatever, I want you to know I'm going to be very humble about myself. I was fortunate to respond to a call. And that call they came in 1992 when a gentleman called Paul said to me, I introduce you to a bunch of people. I'm in my early 20s. I agreed to attend that meeting. And that meeting day, now he don't put me in touch with billionaires and multi-millionaires. We make able for do what I do, and fearlessly, I will continue to do it because waiting and teach me is a lot. And before we talk about which I guess at the duffel bag, let's just go back to waiting Owen Cass to talk about the subconscious mind where if I to picking and Gisno. Because I remember in 1992, this gentleman, is now late, called Fred Hartis, where he retired at the age of 27 as a multimillionaire. He made this quote, where stick na me a today. And I read the quote verbatim now, so I pull am miss a word. He said, any dominating desire, plan or purpose held in the conscious mind, when continuously thought about and emotionally charged with a strong desire for its realization, can be taken over immediately by the subconscious section of the mind. And there is no known record of a desire of this type that's ever gone without fulfillment. That's where I am with this $100 billion GDP. Me don't dissect Sierra Leone into 16 districts. So it's in there inside this duffel bag. Is it deals with the three pillars. Number one, every policy has to have keeping the family together first. Very important. Okay? Just like how Indians in this country, their marriage and they last. Now, because their policy, therefore keep the family together first. Right? Number two, we begin for produce immediately. There's a formula called MMW equals NR plus HE times T. That means a man's material wealth equals natural resources, of which we have 44, plus human energy, of which we have 60 to 70%, youth and employment, times tools. What's lacking is the tools. We will bring the tools. So man's material wealth equals natural resources plus human energy times tools. That quote came from a guy where at one time he was the fourth richest man in America. His name is Rich DeVos. As a matter of fact, now he write the book, the first book, Compassionate Capitalism, of which I copied Compassionate Capitalism. So these are formulas. So we begin produce immediately. We begin localizing responsibility for two key things that what we need for production: electricity and water. We're not to make a national thing. We begin saying we appoint these 16 CEOs, where immediately they're able to bring water and electricity to that local district. They will all localize them first. One day we will amalgamate everything else. But right now, now we localize them for quick access. We begin create things the way people want overseas. So we will get foreign exchange and we will boost the currency that we have in Sierra Leone. What are they saying? Bra, uniform, underwear, socks. We begin make them think that they were in the sell in a Primark or £1 store. Believe you me, those things add up to your GDP. We begin get food like Kadi Kadiso, that woman there, that kind of woman there. We have for consult with her, say, can I help you with our cultural food? Let me get into so into Tesco's. Let me get into out of our own hands. We are only 8 million. 6 million of us are still in Sierra Leone. 1 million of us, now we will get money for buying even the Fanta. The rest are broke. So we're not going to depend on these people for meaningful economy. Let we get produce goods where they go to the economy. You understand? We be produce things where we go to the economy. Yamata, I see you. Love you there. Let me go to produce things where they get to the economy. And then the last one, we're going to be the toughest one, as we don't agree, Nayaso or Wankasu. Let we own we resources them back, like where God give we. Where God send their resources here, he not saying with man with her. Say power pana with man for biller, power pana Chinese man for user, power pana na British man for getter. He not saying give we land. You know, go there Buckingham Palace, say they go sleep now, one council flat every night. God give we Buckingham Palace. Now, this Awala we communicate to the people. This is what's in the 100 billion duffel bag. If we're able to communicate this to that woman at Bonkolenke, that Bobona Masingbi will begin tell and say, you are very wealthy. Not make anybody can take what you get. Man, if we put the same energy we to put to fight each other for property, in families. If we put that same energy to preserve our wealth for our Sierra Leoneans, we will be a very, very, very wealthy nation. And it can be done. Because, you know, they say Salomon get bad at. They say Salomon this, Salomon that. But, Salomon really, if you're able to reach her heart and talk to her, I find them some of the most beautiful human beings on planet Earth. I'll tell you that. I will tell you that with authority. I'm not going to agree the label. Yes, we get by that. But we get by that because nobody knows to see a way forward. You know what I mean? I know, say them begin saying juju cameos because when they see private jets and whatever, they think, say, how does this man do it? Log and case. They don't get themselves case. Not to me, they get case. But you understand? But we have, we have to do something. We have to reach the people. We have to explain. We have to use a principle I call turn the light on or castle. And they teach me people that when you talk to somebody, tell them what you go do and how you're going to do it. Why is that? Because when people can say a dark room, if me and you and your mother kind of dark room, you don't want to say anything back and put you in a dark room for. But if I put the light on, now you see me face. You know what they talk about. We need to explain to we people, to SLPP, the change my mikos, APC, the change my mikos, then they go sit on a corner, they holla, boy. These are 8 million lives with the treat so like say not to God make them. Then Friday we'll go say Allah Akbar. Sunday we'll go say Holy Jesus. No, sir. No, sir. That God did not the answer we prayer this way.
Right. Well, that was Reggie Cole, the master dream builder. You submission, I think say a lot of people then at the chat room resonate with that. Mr. Abraham Law, talk about it, making comments there. No country with so much endowment of Lord creation, blessed with natural resources, can stand by and allow the people for suffer like this. They say people don't go for wake up. Yamata said the book where they call Compassionate Capitalism. It is Amazon, make people go for them, make them buy them, make them read more about it. A very, very good, a very good read. So we get a lot of people that we don't have. Fatima Sisi, of course, say continue with the good work. Reggie Cole, they say the subconscious mind is very powerful. The message they go down very, very well. And of course, we get Prezo song J-Man also. They say people a day, the next generation. I think if they talk about the next generation, they answer to somebody. Another person say keep up the good work. Harry Cooper, the master dream builder. I don't know why you call you Harry Cooper. Maybe get a good reason for that. But anyways,
there's only one person who call me Harry Cooper now. So no, a couple of them, either Mami Bangura or Pop Louis. One of the two.
Okay. Well, maybe they get a reason why they call you Harry Cooper.
Oh, that name then Marie Fadika give me that name. Marie Fadika they call me Cooper, and they had Harry before.
Okay. Well, it has been a pleasure talking to you today, Mr. Reggie Cole. You've made this quite an educative discussion.
Yes.
I think say this 100 billion within inside the duffel bag. I think you don't begin the pull and small people don't begin to understand them.
Yes.
I think say now an idea you they sell, an idea we minds will be locked to. We minds will not be open to. So now if you continue for the hammeram, you're obviously going to be faced with a lot of people who think say, oh, left that idiots that man don't know nothing about politics. It just kind of social media, they make boku noise, all that kind of stuff. You gotta forget that. Okay, but if you able for put sense in 10 people, then then aid na Sierra Leone for let them make change in their lives. Like where you give me an example of somebody where you inspire for get up in the morning for go work, like make your own business for himself, then you don't contribute big time to
Yes.
humanity.
Yes.
So I
That are
think
Don's blocks. Don's blocks, by the way. Let's plug Don's blocks over there in that
exactly
farm. Yes, yes, he's
don't
doing a
don't
great
block.
job.
Yeah,
Don's blocks.
the guy they do very well and he's been inspired by Reggie. So continue with the good work. We go continue for give you the platform, make you go to educate me about what you to do about this
Kasu,
program.
I know I caught you. I just want to big up a couple of 2, 3 people who don't come down at the comment section in front of me. So, of
Go ahead.
course, my darling Yamatha. See you soon, Bobby's Yamatha. They see you there. Then we get Alimami Bangura. Alimami Bangura, the young son of the late, great Sam Bangura, when them forever kill, who money them for Puel. So,
Wow.
anyway,
So 90s, huh?
now call me Cooper. Then
All
of
right.
course
Wow.
I get JCC. Then I go left your identity, but I just want to say I see her no more. JCC. Vintage Angel Eyes, you see. So there you go. These are my
Okay.
these are my by the way,
Uh,
if you come if you ask anybody, say what Reggie in closest party there, then two are then the inside there. Both
all right.
yes.
Fantastic.
Yes,
Well,
yes, yes.
I want to encourage you now. We depend view right now. This na the Diaspora Online TV platform. Do you una go on Facebook, una press follow. Anytime we come live, una go able to see what they talk. This now a liberal kind of platform. We concerned about Sierra Leone, and we know say we are politicians, we political party. Now we believe say they able to move Sierra Leone, and that's proven now. So we are not shy away with the color and the APC-ness. We are just focus on the message where they come now. So our message are very liberal, are very educative, just like our guy Reggie. So we go get other people back. A lot of bad things that happen at the country. We start off with a video earlier today in this program, and I go once for let me producer winner Mr. MMBB, Mr. Mo Bangua, make you play that video the back about how Sierra Leone turned out to be a drug hub. Now, Africa, they intercept plenty drugs them. We don't see containers upon containers of drugs. We don't see a whole container. A journalist do a whistleblowing of a whole container, 40-foot container of drugs. I'm imagining that then send from State House for come guide that container there from Wachaki, then can go inside one compound, like King Tom or somewhere, and go lock and they and guide, then shoot gun all for scared people away. It was fact that this container contained drugs then, but it was coming from the top level. So, Mr. Mo Bangura, if you get a chance, now for play that video there for me one more time.
Pakistani authorities have intercepted a massive shipment of the highly addictive drug tramadol, destined for Sierra Leone, highlighting concerns over international drug trafficking routes. The illicit cargo, disguised as a shipment of towers, was seized at a Karachi seaport, marking the second major tramadol seizure in Pakistan within a month. According to the Collectorate of Customs Enforcement Karachi, a staggering 5.6 million tramadol hydrochloride tablets were confiscated last Saturday. The estimated value of the seized drugs is approximately 2.8 billion Pakistani rupees, $9,991,079, originating from India. This incident follows a previous seizure last month, where Pakistani customs recovered 21.8 million tramadol tablets and 7,000 capsules, valued at 10 billion Pakistani rupees. These incidents confirm that Sierra Leone is a target for a well-organized international drug smuggling network. The smugglers attempted to export the tramadol to Freetown, Sierra Leone, falsely declaring the shipment as towers. The exporting company, Amor Trading, had filed the necessary documentation with the Exports Collectorate, Karachi, and the consignment was initially cleared through the Risk Management System's Green Channel, which typically bypasses thorough examination. However, acting on credible intelligence, customs authorities flagged the container at the Kosim International Container Terminal. A subsequent scan and physical examination revealed the hidden tramadol tablets, along with undeclared biscuits, concealed behind a facade of legitimate goods. The first information report, FIR, has been filed against Amor Trading and their clearing agent, Speedline Private Limited, for violating the Customs Act and the Import and Export Control Act 1950. The authorities alleged that the companies misused the Green Channel and provided false declarations to facilitate the smuggling operation. Tramadol, a controlled psychotropic drug in many countries, is widely abused in Africa and the Middle East, making Sierra Leone a point of transit, or final destination in this illegal trade. The customs authorities are now working to dismantle the entire smuggling network involved in this illicit trade. The investigation highlights the challenges faced in combating international drug trafficking and the need for enhanced security measures at ports to prevent such shipments from reaching Sierra Leone and other destinations. Follow for more updates on Sierra Leone news. Pakistani authorities have
I want to say thank you to viewers. Mr. Goodson, thank you very much for joining us here. And please press follow and follow we on Facebook and YouTube. Very soon we can connect into TikTok. We will get a much younger viewers them also for joining on this platform and with deliberation there. Once again, Mr. Reggie Cole, the Master Dream Builder, thank you very much. And we don't begin see what's in the inside the duffel bag. And hopefully, as you do hammer and small, we'll get larger people we go to understand what you they talk about. Your efforts not will go in vain. We believe for Sierra Leone need you and the efforts and your talent and experience for making you able for change the country collectively. So once again, thank you, and thanks to the producer, Mr. Mo Bangura, and the rest of the viewers, them, Nina Owan Katsu, APC Diaspora Online TV platform. Thank you very much. Over to you, Mr. Mo.
King boy lover.
House music.
Me had it, so yeah, yeah. This thing don't find it, don't really mourn. Yeah, hey. The way our people dying, no sweet again. Oh na 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 na. We call fear people them they suffer. Oh na 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 na. But been cheap, but now we here. Oh na 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 na. Music shine and sing, they no hit again. The people they sell no profit again. Profit again. Man and they watch film. We want to know if not the actor go die on the toughest go left. We still they watch film. See other country they act fast. We they act like wef. Man and they watch film. Kudos to Niger and Mali. Who done now they can free we still they watch film. We want to know if not the actor go die on the toughest go left. Man and they watch film. The people not able to talk because they don't see them right. Yeah. When they want for talk again, yeah. And then go take them life. Yeah. Politicians they live good life. See them they chill with them wife. Yeah. Now them they drive good cars. Why the masses they cry? Then just they kill and they chill in a prison. They act or they watch. I swear you know they talk thing. But I no blame nobody. Now they director. Where they direct this film. We don't take the script and give unto the wrong person. Now we don't spoil the film. Hey, we tired with the crush. Prostitution all around. They watch film. We want to know if not the actor go die. We want the toughest go left. We still they watch film. See other country they act first. We they act like wef. Man and they watch film. Kudos to Niger and Mali. Who done now they can free we still they watch film. Oh na na na. Hey, yeah. Liberian free they county but stay salon people they sleep. Hey. Guinean free they county but stay salon people they know. I say the first thing we pay me then kill democracy then steal back election and stand back for kill. But I know nobody na the director. We direct this film. We don't take the script and give unto the wrong person. Now we don't spoil the film. Too much of bloggers, plenty don't die. Some of they talk this and talk that's plenty don't lie. Man and they watch film. We want to know if not the actor go die. We want the toughest go left. We still they watch film. See other country they act first. We they act like wef. Man and they watch film. Kudos to Niger and Mali. Who done now they can free we still they watch film. Oh na na na. Hey, yeah. Prison break, no prison break. We see the fake more life than take. Police they fight civilian. So soldier man, them just say kill civilian. This thing they pay me at once, so I send a special fuck to the soldiers. This thing they pay me at once, so I send a special fuck to the police. City dark like no day. You talk to the people, make them sit down, let's pray. But I no blame nobody, not the director. Where direct this film, man and they watch film. We want to know if not the actor go die, or not the toughest go left. We still they watch film. See other country they act first, we they act like well. Man and they watch film. Kudos to Niger and Mali, who don't know they can free we. We still they watch film. I pledge my love to your loyalty. Man and they watch film. The land that we love is my country. We still they watch film. Hey, we love her. Man and they watch film. Biggie man, be a dance. SL music. We still they watch film. Young easy is a heck of diamond.